All right, so some of these PSVR2 features are actually way more insane than I originally thought. Now, they did tell us about all the features, and we understood that there was a lot going on here, but some of them are sounding pretty crazy in how they're going to be utilized in game. And I want to talk about that a little bit here in this video. There's a couple different articles and a couple different things regarding PSVR2 that I want to discuss. Before we jump into this though, let me know in the comments below, would you guys like to see PSVR2 content here on the channel? I'm still unsure if there's enough of an audience for that kind of content specifically. I don't know if it's really niche or something, or if it's more just how many people are going to buy it that's more niche. So I'm kind of unsure. I've never even tried a VR. So first of all, my first video would definitely be first time ever playing VR, which would be pretty cool. But beyond that, if I did, and you guys would like to see that kind of content, of course, I'd play through Horizon Call of the Mountain. We'd probably do some Resident Evil Village stuff just to, give you guys some good laughs, because I get freaked out with horror games as is. You add the fact that I'm immersed in this VR headset, and that's bound to be funny. And then of course there's that new game Switchback VR, which is from Supermassive Games. So that one looks freaky as well, and we're going to be talking about that one, by the way, because there's some features they revealed for that game that's just mind-blowing. And then there's games like Gran Turismo 7 we can give a go. I mean, you guys have seen gameplay of that, but that'd be cool, kind of turn your head and I don't know, whatever. And then there's a couple other games, obviously Beat Saber is coming. We have, what else? The Walking Dead. I'm a huge Walking Dead fan. I don't know, but I just don't know. Again, if you guys would like to see that kind of content, please do let me know down in the comments below or something. There's also, if you don't want to leave a comment, there's a poll on my community tab. It's at the time of recording this, which is February 15th, it's the second most recent. And let me know if you guys plan to pick one up yourself. Anyways, let's go ahead and jump into this. I'm going to throw up a blog post. We're going to read through it. There's a couple different blog posts I want to talk about. Also, they revealed some gameplay for Resident Evil Village. In VR, and it looks really, really good. Maybe I'll throw that up first, just as some over the head B-roll or something, so you guys can see what that looks like, because that looks insane. In all honesty, it looks really good. I didn't expect, Resident Evil Village looks really good, right? But for VR, I thought the graphics would be dumbed down like crazy, and it just wouldn't look that good. But it looks pretty crisp. Now keep in mind, I believe it's all 4K, right? The PSVR2, if I remember correctly, and I think it's even OLED. Not that matters for the viewing experience as an audience, right? Or when you're watching the trailers, or gameplay, you're not going to see the OLED unless you have an OLED screen. But just the visual fidelity you will see, and it's pretty impressive to say the very least. So let's go ahead, let's jump into this. Let's check out first really quick, there's a blog post on Horizon, right? And they're talking about the haptic feedback and different things like that. I'm not going to read through all of this, obviously, but there's a little bit of a showcase. They said that they've specially crafted this PSVR2 exclusive adventure to showcase the PSVR2's features. So I think this is going to be a game that's going to use as many features as possible, right? It's kind of like in Astro's Playroom when the PS5 first came out. It utilized all the different features that you can use with the PS5 and the DualSense and all that. So there's haptic feedback and headset feedback. The cool thing, we have haptics in the forehead of this thing, which is nuts. So I wonder how that's going to be if you get shot or something. Are you going to feel your forehead vibrate? I mean, that's pretty immersive. We're almost there for Ready Player One with this full body suits. You know what I mean? That's going to be crazy stuff, to say the very least. Anyways, excuse me. So the sense controls and the headset feedback have been integral for them, they said, to make the world feel alive. So from feeling the weight of an enormous thunderjaw slam down beside you to the building tension as you pull back the building tension as you pull back a bowstring to unleash an arrow. The state-of-the-art haptics allows for them to show you what it really feels like to be fully immersed in the world of Horizon. I mean, it's the forehead haptics. I really want to know how that's gonna be, man. That sounds really cool. Obviously, they had to redesign machines for new POV and whatnot. They worked with a new composer to create a new soundscape, so different things like that. The VR headset allows for a more detailed and interactive experience, and for players to see the machines from new angles. So we're going to be seeing these things, from whole new angles, because again, this is first person, in VR. We're in there. We're the character, That's pretty cool. Anyways, players can now use their physical movements to strafe around, aim, and shoot, adding an extra level of realism and action to the battles. Just don't dive through your TV like that one dad did. You seen the video? I don't know if I can find it. Anyways, look it up. It's funny. But anyways, really good stuff. You know, they talk about adapting the world to VR and all that. So there's a bunch of stuff there. Again, I'm just kind of skimming through it, and then designing the bow and whatnot. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool. I'm really excited to check it out. But the one I wanted to focus on was this. Okay, listen, this one is great. This one is just nuts. I don't know all the ways that Horizon's going to use it. This is a horror game. It's going to be freaky. The first thing, okay, I'm trying to go really, really slowly because the first thing they reveal, I was like, bro, what is this? This is next level, okay? So they go on saying that it's their first, Switchback VR is their first on-rails shooter horror VR game since Until Dawn Rush of Blood, which I never got to play, unfortunately, because I didn't have an original PSVR. I hope they port it because that'd be fun to play. And that was in 2016. Now, obviously, a lot of people are freaked out by it. Look at this. Okay, I just gotta scroll down. Look at this. Don't blink. Using the eye tracking, because the PSVR 2 has eye tracking. Using the eye tracking, your enemies are upon you with every blink of an eye. You blink, the VR is going to track that. They're going to know you blinked, and then the enemies are going to be on you with every single blink. With others, they will only move when you're not looking at them. Okay, so normally you have to use your controller, right? Other games have done that, right? Use the right stick, you look in the general direction of an enemy, they're not going to come towards you, right? Think about like Boo in Mario, right? I can't think of any other example, right? But in here, it's all about where your eyes are focused, because they got this crazy technology. I don't even know how it works, and I hope it works really fluidly. But this technology that tracks where your eyeballs are looking. So they'll know if you're not looking at this enemy, if you're not looking at that enemy, if you're looking off over here, that enemy's going to start coming towards you. And oh boy, that's going to be freaky. Dude, like that is crazy to me, okay? That alone makes me want to get this thing, because that is nuts. I just really, my concern is, will this be utilized enough? Will there be more great games that are interesting to check out like these games? Like, I just don't want to see it flop. PSVR 1, it kind of flopped. There wasn't, I mean, from my perspective, maybe correct me if I'm wrong, it didn't seem like there was a lot of support for it. But anyways, there's that. Then they said, hold on tight. Endure every bump and drop as your cart speeds along the tracks with haptic feedbacks, as well as the all-weather effects, including wind, rain, and sand, that all falls from the ancient Sumerian temples, bringing that true roller coaster feel to life. Bro, like, this game is nuts. It looks crazy. Oh my goodness. Feel the tension. Feel the tension. Discover and shoot gun crates around your environment to unlock powerful new weaponry. Adaptive triggers makes the weapon feel unique, as they all have their own resistance levels. Get ready to unload on terrifying enemies that emerge from the shadows, whether it's a revolver, shotgun, Uzi, or one of the other weapons. Don't forget to reload your Don't forget to reload, otherwise your time on Horizon could be very short. Oh my goodness, it's so freaky. Listen to this. Man, this is crazy. Mind your head. Remember the rumble? The freaking haptics in your forehead? Avoid falling beams, overturned buses, and hanging witches. Headset rumble ensures that you'll feel it if you don't. What is this? Bro, what is this? This is crazy. Like, between like don't blink or the enemies are gonna come, to make sure you're looking at certain enemies or they're gonna come, to if you don't duck in time and avoid these things that can hit your head, you're gonna physically in real life feel it in your head. Dude, I hope it's not like so intense where it's gonna give you a headache. It's probably not. They know, right? They just want to make you feel a little bit like, whoa, you know, you got that sensation. Technology is weird, man. Technology is weird. Let's keep going. Hearing voices. Listen to your enemies scream from all around you. And if you think closing your eyes will help, think twice. Bro, I'm sorry, but I can't. Like, that is so freaky. You're like in this world and you just want to close your eyes to forget it. But you know, if you close your eyes, the second you open your eyes back, you are done. You are done. That is so insane. To heighten the terror, demons will whisper in your ear with 3D audio. Oh man. Okay, I'm good. Sorry. Oh man. If it's your own personal nightmare where each track has multiple terrifying paths, no two runs will be the same. Do you choose to face demon dogs or masked mannequins? How do you choose? That's insane. Dude, like I don't like stuff that's like demonic. Like that's the stuff I usually stay away from, but they're saying it's more like demon dogs. I could deal with demon dogs. Okay. It's just kind of like hellhounds from like Call of Duty. I deal with that. It's more like the straight up, like super, like, you know, you start playing with Ouija board and stuff. That's where I'm like, nah, man, I'm out. And I hope this doesn't have any of that. Because there was a very brief scene. I think it was Until Dawn that had something like that. And I was like, nah, dude. No, I'm not. That's where I cross the line. Cause like, to me, you go too far into that route. Like I like something that freaks you out, kind of gives you some jump scares, leaves you on edge. Like, you know, that's why I love Resident Evil. But it's not like satanic, you know what I mean? Like demonic, where it's like you're opening some serious real life doors. And don't even get me started with that. You know, I know some of you know what I'm talking about. Okay. I know you do. Anyways, so there's a bunch of stuff going on with this game. It's going to be available March 16th. So it's not going to be there at launch. So, you know, that's fine. You got time to get adjusted to this whole, you know, VR experience with VR2 before it comes out. And they got the Inferno pack, which gives you some stuff, which is pretty crazy. So anyways, guys, I wanted to talk about this because I thought this was seriously bonkers. I thought this was really cool. I know I ranted a little bit, but I mean, you can't, dude, you can't blame me, right? Like, how insane is this? Let me know what you think of this. I don't know. Am I overreacting? I think this is freaking phenomenal, but maybe you think I'm overreacting. Maybe I'm a little over the top with it. But it just sounds really cool. I just hope in practice it's going to be good. And my biggest concern, sure, we got a great chunk of games at launch or launch window. Really solid. Will this be support? Because this thing's expensive, man. If you don't support this, if it's not going to be sufficiently supported enough, then it's going to be like everyone's going to regret buying this thing, right? Everyone's going to be like, dude, why did I blow all that money on this thing? And that's my biggest concern. That's the only reason I'm scared to pull the trigger is, sure, launch is great. Launch window is great. But how does it look like in a year, in 2 years? You know, are we going to continue getting great support for this thing? Or is it just going to be like, is it just going to have a fallout where it's just going to be like PS Vita? You know, PS Vita, we had a few good games at the beginning and then they were just like, let it die, bury it under. We got our money now. No, I'm kidding. I just hope it's not one of those things. So anyways, let me know what you guys think. Do you think it'll be supported over the years? And what do you think of all these features? Do you think it's worth the investment, or are you skeptical and waiting to see more? And from a content perspective, would you guys like to see that kind of content? Let me know. I'll see you guys soon. Another one. Stay safe, stay well, and until then, game on. And don't blink. Keep your eyes open.